Hey, how are you doing? That last chapter was pretty intense. How is Jack going to get away from the T-Rex? Today's lesson is on drawing conclusions. That is when we use clues in the text to figure out things that the author doesn't actually tell us. It's a lot like using context clues to figure out the meaning of words you don't know. Today's lesson is another awesome song, this time brought to you by Rock to the Core. Try not to distract the other students by dancing in your seat.
We draw conclusions, yes we do, we draw conclusions all the time. We draw conclusions while we read to get in the author's mind. If we read about a character that's limping down the street, then we can conclude that they hurt their leg or feet. If a girl shares her chocolate with everyone on the bus, then we can conclude that this girl is generous. If a setting is described with lots of monkeys, plants, and birds, then the rainforest is where they are, you could reasonably conclude. And if a monkey steals and keeps bananas to himself, then what a greedy monkey, I would think to myself. We draw conclusions, yes we do, we draw conclusions all the time. We draw conclusions while we read to get in the author's mind. If a hero tells the truth and the conflict solved that instant, then the author wants us to conclude that honesty is important. If a kid drops things and falls a lot, even while they're sitting, then clumsy is a word I could conclude is rather fitting. Fireman runs through the flames to come and rescue us, then we can easily conclude that he is quite courageous. If you always try your best, if you're that kind of person, then I might look at you and think, now that kid is determined. We draw conclusions, yes we do, we draw conclusions all the time. We draw conclusions while we read to get in the author's mind.
You've probably already been drawing conclusions as you've read this book. I don't think the author has to tell you that Jack is scared of the T-Rex. You can draw that conclusion because he's hiding behind a tree and telling himself not to panic, right? So let's find out how he's going to get away. But don't forget to do your before reading stuff first. Good luck, Jack.